Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. Fortunately, this is probably going to be a quick duel. I am facing against a DD deck with my Gate Guardian Kashtira deck. Um, Not much to say is going to happen too much, because not because the hand I have, but the board that I'm about to make is going to essentially hurt my opponent. So this deck essentially helps me set up my level 7s as well as fuse into my Gate Guardians. Hopefully I will do a deck profile, but I think it's kind of getting get away of the duel. I just want to showcase you the cards that are being played, and I did change the list, so because this current list is different from the cards that you see in this duel, so there's actually a few more cards that I included that weren't introduced in this duel. I wouldn't say introduced in this duel, but that are above 40 card limit. So as you see now, with the Labyrinth Heaven Tank, as well as Labyrinth Wall Shadow, literally helps me like set up my Gate Guardians. Okay, it's a response. Say cool, sure. You could assume it's either Nibiru. He's fine. Okay. As you can tell, those are only 2 summons. So I'm gonna fuse into Gate Guardian of Thunder and Wind. Just gonna go into my Xyz, which happens to be Shangira. Lucky me, I managed to get through Nibiru. I didn't even know he had Nibiru in his hand, so I set one, and from now I'm gonna pass to my opponent. Then he's gonna draw during my standby phase. I'm sure what's gonna happen. I summon Shangira. I use Shangira's effect to summon a Kashtira monster from my main deck to the field. It's gonna be Fenrir. So basically, I essentially have like 4 disruptions, potentially 4 disruptions. But the slowest has to be Shadow Ghoul, because it only activates unless my opponent battles. So the moment he normal summons the Coupler, I'll let him use his effect for the Covenant. That's fine by me, so he pays 1,000. And I think this is when he scoops. He'll pay the 1,000, I'll Ash. But he's not going to go here, he's going to summon Griffin using its effect. Sure, go ahead. He's going to go Link 2. And when he does, I think this is where he rage quits. He's going to use Gilgamesh's effect, but I'm going to use Fenrir's effect. So his effect must resolve first before Fenrir banishes. So I let him do that. I think this is where he's fed up. He's going to quit. So I feel like he could still do something, though. I feel like he could still Pendulum Summon, but his effect goes off first. So that's fine. That's where I'm confused. That it doesn't negate the effect. He still gets to place the 2 cards in his pendulum zone, his pendulum monsters. And I think he's more worried the fact that if he was to do that, he feared that I was gonna possibly banish zones. But if anything, I was gonna go after his Gilgamesh, so that he won't be able to potentially go into more Link monsters, go into more pendulum summons. But I can't really decide what he had. I can't really predict what he even had in his hand, so he could just say that like just these cards alone that I have, hand, field, graveyard, which is enough to stop him. So, but I was kind of concerned, because if even though he was cornered, I wasn't too sure what he had in hand, because I had to be cautious before I like immediately play one of my cards, because if I do, not only would I've kind of like wasted one of my card effects, that could potentially lead him to baiting one of my cards and have a chance to actually outclass me. So but it doesn't seem like to be the case. So, but I was just lucky to be honest with you guys. Like normally when I do play this deck, you don't see me often going for like a Shangira or a Gate Guardian monster because you were still playing essentially playing some bricks in order for Gate Guardians to have some sort of like competition, to have some sort of like consistency, because what this deck lacks is how you can easily gain access to them a lot more quicker, just so you have a chance of like putting pressure on the opponent. But Gate Guardians aren't meant to be meta, so that is also one that's the case. That's also one of the reasons why. This is for those who aren't going back to playing the old nostalgia Yu cards that are with, especially with the new support. For people who do like Gate Guardians, they can be able to enjoy something that they're hoping for. People have been waiting on the Gate Guardian support cards, and I'm willing to play them because I actually plan to play these cards in real life too. So this is just debating whether Kashtira gets hit. So this would definitely be a good replacement. Just mix it with the Kashtira cards to give them some sort of competitiveness. I feel overall, I'm not sure Gate Guardians have enough support. But if you were to mix it with this decks that synergize with Gate Guardians, then chances are they can not only can the deck can be really fun, it has a chance of being viable, so you can actually enjoy making the most out of the cards, as well as being able to have a chance to be able to like overcome the opponent, no matter what they throw at you. So I already said enough for this duel. It wasn't a long one, but I would like to say overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.